not funny, boys. Settle down. Byron was probably the foremost poet of the Romantic era because he was a man of action and adventure. That's not funny, boys. Now settle down and give me your attention.
Silence! Mr. Pringle, the noise from this classroom is disturbing my girls. My girls want to learn.
Yes, my apologies, Miss Wilson. It's rude to disturb Miss Wilson and the girls. Just as well our time is up. Class missed.
There are always a few unfortunate individuals who are unable to command the respect of others. Men like Leland Pringle, schoolteacher. But Leland is about to acquire a curious kind of recognition. The kind that comes from the barrel of the dead man's gun. In the American West, a gun touched by evil passed from hand to hand, changing the lives of all who possessed it. Its origin unknown, its dark legend grew, till it came to be known as the dead man's gun.
Hey, Leland. Where you going?
I'm, on my way to Doc Quirk's.
What I meant was, why you on this plank when I'm fixing to cross the street?
I'll be out of your way in a moment, Carl.
You'll be out of my way right now. Get off the boards.
So that medicine I gave you didn't do you any good?
No, sir. The ache's still there.
You still feeling tired all the time?
More than ever. What is ailing me, Doctor?
When I've seen your symptoms before, it's always meant one thing. Your kidneys are failing, Leland.
Well, there must be some treatment.
Not for renal failure.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry to tell you this, Leland, but, I'd say you don't have much time left.
Excuse me.
Leland Pringle, what would the dinner hour be without your happy presence? You know, Leland, somehow I think you and I got off on the wrong foot.
Oh, sorry, on my hat.
Hat, Leland? What hat?
There on the floor.
A bad place for a hat, Leland.
Watch out, please. Gee, that's too bad, Leland. It wasn't funny.
You're not supposed to find it funny, Leland. Leave the laughing to us.
Boys, best stay away from those foxgloves.
Because you're bigger.
Digitalis purpurea, Latin for thimble. They're very poisonous. Now, wildflowers are very particular. Some like to hide in the shade of the forest, while others flourish in the sunlight. This species, for example.
Mr. Pringle! There's a dead man!
What?
Over there, past those trees.
Show me.
Let's go see.
Billy, go fetch Sheriff Wade. The rest of you, return to school.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Well, I know who he was from the wanted posters. Tommy Younger.
An outlaw.
He and his two brothers have been robbing banks all over 3 states. Murdered some folks in the process. He's no loss. There was a reward on him. You found the body, so you're entitled to it, Mr. Pringle.
You can have it, Sheriff.
Pardon?
If you let me have his gun.
What do you want with a gun, Leland?
I don't know, really. Never had one before.
Well, Leland, you got one now.
Who do you think you were? Yeah, you. I'm Leland Pringle, damn it! Not tonight, Al.
Hey, we all heard you captured some outlaw. Is that true?
Not exactly. He was dead at the time.
Still, that's pretty rough stuff for a guy like you, Leland.
What do you mean, a guy like me? A glass of water, please?
I just meant you're an unlikely hero.
Well, the waitress doesn't treat me like a hero.
Yeah, but you are. Well, sort of. Hey, I'll fetch you your water. My way of making up for last night.
Thanks.
Hey! Leland, you can't.
No. Al, you're not laughing. Huh?
Please.
Drink this. I hear it's good for your health. Do it! Good. Good. No, maybe I'll kill you anyway. Now that's funny. I come here for dinner every night. You find another place to eat. Much of this poetry is rooted in world history and myth, and it frequently comments on the folly of vanity and power.
Mr. Pringle.
Shut up! You, Billy Newhouser, come up here. Tell me, why do you think you come here 5 days a week? Answer me!
Because my folks make me come?
Has it entered your not yet fully formed mind that they might have a good reason for doing so? You are put in my charge so that I may give you knowledge and teach you skills. But the greater purpose of education goes beyond reading, writing, and doing sums. What is the purpose? To enable you to make judgments, to think. If you grow up without these abilities, you won't amount to anything. You'll be much more likely to end up like that dead man in the trees. Is that what you want for yourself?
No, sir.
I'm glad to hear that. Because only very stupid boys wouldn't understand that learning is a privilege. I'm giving you a break, kid. We'll take our lunch now. I've always been slow to anger. Too slow, maybe. I'm just finding out how angry I can be.
Really? How so?
I guess I realized I've got nothing to lose, Miss Wilson.
I don't know what you mean.
It doesn't matter.
You're an avoider, Mr. Pringle. You avoid questions and you avoid other people's eyes.
Well, maybe because I know people don't have much use for me. Never had any knack at making friends.
You? An educated man and a teacher?
What I didn't tell those boys is that there's more to being an individual than having knowledge. You need a sense of your own worth.
You're terribly hard on yourself.
I'm trying to correct that, Miss Wilson.
Why don't you call me Mary?
Leland.
Good day. Someone in town told us the teacher found the body of our pal. You the one?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Well, the thing is, our pal Tommy owned a fancy shooting iron.
He wanted for us to have it if you should pass on. What you just did.
I don't recall any gun.
But you found his body.
His holster was empty.
You sure?
I'm the school teacher. Do I look like I need a gun? Why don't you visit Sheriff Wade? Ask him.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's them. No doubts about it.
And all they wanted was the gun. Maybe you should have given it to him.
It's my gun now.
Well, let's just hope those two don't take a notice to come back here. They're bad pieces of work.
Nobody's taken my gun, Sheriff.
Gives you courage, does it? Heard you made Al Polk pee his pants last night. It's a good thing you didn't shoot him.
I'd only do that if I had to.
Thing is, Mr. Pringle, having a gun gives a lot of fellas a false sense of courage.
What's your point, Sheriff?
No gun ever gave a man real courage. Got something inside. You take care, Mr. Pringle.
You in? What's that?
$247.
How much you betting?
All of it.
Professionals aren't allowed.
I'm the school teacher.
Okay.
Just one thing. I want an honest deal.
Got a problem, Bob?
Customer wants to play for big stakes.
We can handle it. Luck comes, luck goes.
Your lucky night, Leland? Oh, your luck just run out. Give me that money.
Why should I?
Call it a toll charge. It's what you pay for using these boards to cross the street.
You got it wrong, pal. Tonight you pay.
I said, hand over that cash.
Please, don't kill me. You want to live, Carl?
Yes. Yes, please.
Then crawl through that mud, Carl. All the way to the shore. Show me what a good water rat you can be, huh? Yeah. Now I'll give you a choice. We can go to Sheriff Wade and you can get arrested for attempted robbery. Or you can get out of town tonight and you never come back here. What's it to be, Carl? The Assyrian came down like the wolf on the fold. And his cohorts were gleaming in purple and gold, and the sheen of their spears was like stars on the sea when the blue wave rolls nightly on deep Galilee. Do you see it in pictures, boys? Good. Byron wanted us to feel and see his poetry. It's called poetic imagery.
Excuse me, Leland. I know what you told me, and I don't want to offend you. As a matter of fact, I wanted to tell you I got what I had coming, and I want to try and make it up to you. Like it? I'm hoping you'll accept it as a kind of apology for all those dirty tricks I played on you. I don't know why I did that.
Because like some people, Al, you think you can be a big man by making other men feel small. That's a mistake. One I might have made myself.
Can we let bygones be bygones? We're in good health.
Leland? My, don't you look smart. I've been admiring your new suit all day.
Thank you, Mary. Yes, I felt it was time for a change.
Everybody's been talking about some of the other things you've done lately. I hope I'm not being forward, but I was wondering if you might like to come to my house for dinner.
Dinner? Why, yes. When?
Would tomorrow night be convenient?
Yes, I think I'm free.
Oh, good. I do enjoy our conversations.
I'll be there.
Lucky for me, I ran into you two.
Well, I don't get it. You say you got shot? By the school teacher?
You talking about that scrawny son of a bitch who found Tommy's body?
The same.
Well, we paid him a visit. Told us he didn't own a gun.
Well, he does now, and he sure knows how to use it. There's something else, too.
Yeah?
The teacher won himself a pile of money at cards.
Mr. Pringle?
Yes, Billy.
You got a minute?
Only a minute? I have a dinner invitation.
You know what you said yesterday about seeing poems and pictures? Well, here, I did these.
You drew these?
I see pictures at the time in my head. Sometimes I like to draw them.
Billy. These are really excellent. You're a born artist.
You're right on time. Please come in.
This is for you. A cake.
Thank you, Leland. So I take it you were surprised to discover Billy Newhouser had artistic talent.
Astonished. The drawings are so unlike what Billy appears to be. Of course, it's wonderful to be surprised by what people have inside of themselves, invisible.
I've been thinking the very same thing lately.
I'm going to encourage Billy to stick with his drawing. He could grow up to be a fine painter or an illustrator.
And yourself?
Pardon?
What would you like to make of yourself?
I'm already an adult, Mary. I'm afraid my die's been cast. I'll settle for being treated fairly.
With the help of that gun.
Well, that's not the way I wanted it. But it seems to be the way it worked out.
Being feared is not the same as being valued for who you are.
I suppose that's right. If you happen to be a Lincoln, a Byron, or a Tolstoy. But I've never been able to inspire anyone. Quite the opposite, actually. I didn't plan it, but that gun has given me what I've never had before.
Perhaps you're giving too much credit to the weapon.
This has been lovely. I can't remember my last home-cooked meal. I suppose I should get going. We have classes tomorrow.
You could stay, Leland.
What?
You could stay.
Mary?
We can have some tea before we go.
I've got to see someone before my classes.
You don't like my company?
You're kidding, Mary. You've made my world.
I wish that were so, Leland. But there's something you aren't telling me.
Let's make the most of right now. It's all we can count on. I might be a little late for my classes. Please keep an eye on the boys for me.
Of course.
I'm done, Leland. Put your shirt on. What about your fatigue? Is that gone too?
Yep. Matter of fact, never felt this good in my life.
Oh, son, I've been a doctor for 15 years and I've never seen anything like this. You got no more symptoms. I can't find anything wrong with you.
I'm not gonna die?
Well, at least not before your time, anyway. You're cured, Leland. Damned if I know why. I can't explain it.
Maybe I can. My sickness was the way I lived. What do you want?
Remember us?
Yes. What do you want?
Oh, we met the other day. Seems each of us told the other a lie. We told you that dead man was our pal, but he was really our brother. You told us you didn't know where his gun was. But Karl Goloff and the hole in his hand say otherwise.
I'm not armed.
Give us a damn gun, mister!
I'd give it to him if I were you. He wants that gun real bad. Me? I'll just take all that money you made at gambling. Travel money, so to speak.
You're not getting anything from me until you let these people go.
Use your heads.
If you harm any of these children, you will be hunted down and lynched no matter how far you run.
Just give us what we come for, teacher. Then there's no reason for anybody to die.
Like I said, no deal until you let them go.
The kids stay. The lady stays.
It's all right. Do what you have to do, Leland.
I hid the gun and the money in the woods not far from here.
After you. How much further?
There,
Where?
underneath that rock.
Bad place to hide a gun, teacher. Wet and rusty under there.
Didn't want any of the kids to find it.
Go on, get it. Oh, what's the matter, teacher?
It's stuck. Must have rained or something.
Here, let me show you. That's done. Oh, what are you doing? Give me a hand here.
Here it is, Howard. Come and get it.
Where's Ed?
He couldn't make it.
Yeah? Well, maybe she won't neither.
You can still ride away.
Way past that now, teacher.
It's not in your best interests to pull that trigger.
No?
She's all that stands between you and Kingdom Come. Billy, go get Sheriff Wade. We're fine now.
You were so brave.
I was afraid of losing you, Mary.
I miss the only children.
Mary, can I ask you something?
Yes.
That night you invited me to stay. Was it because I was different since I got this gun?
No, Leland.
But you weren't interested in me before.
Of course I was.
Then what changed?
Doc Quirk told me about you being sick.
He shouldn't have done that.
Don't be angry. He was worried. He thought you needed looking after.
Then it was sympathy.
No. I've always cared for you. It has nothing to do with that gun or the way you think you've changed.
I thought I needed this gun to live.
And now?
Some men never discover who they really are, or the true nature of their character. For a few, that discovery requires the dead man's gun.